Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day. Happy Halloween. I hope you're all having a good Halloween today. I know it's Thursday. We're all excited. Everybody's out in their outfits, and I wish I had that luxury, guys. I really wish I do, but I unfortunately I don't. I'm out having to save people. You know how it is. You guys get to be superheroes every single day of the year, just like me. I'm sure most of you have things that you do. You have loved ones that you do things for, and I do the same thing. I dress up as a superhero pretty much every single day of my life too, because it seems like there's always something going on. Whether it's something with Aunt May or Mary Jane, man, I don't know, man. Alls I know is that what, today is a good day because we get to see little kids go out and dress up as their favorite superheroes and stuff, and that's kind of how I started out too. You know what I mean? Like, I got bitten by this radioactive spider, and man, life's just been very, very crazy ever since. But that's just the life of a hero. Again, I hope you guys are having a good day. It's Halloween, man. It's Halloween. This day only comes once a year, but so some kids only get to dress up once a year without being called weirdos, and I do it every day. I do it every day. So, you guys, welcome to the live stream once again. I do appreciate you guys being here. Now, you're gonna have to excuse me. I can't really do or say much here because I can't really see. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the Stark Tech, it's just I don't use that Stark Tech suit anymore. It's like really complicated, and this one, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the lenses on here aren't as good as my previous suits have been. But we're doing our best here, guys. We're doing our best. Okay, so if you guys could please do me a huge favor and make sure that you smash that like button. You know what I mean? It really helps out the channel. It helps the channel grow here. And I know the guy here that runs the channel, man, like, he's he's not that good at what he does, so he needs all the help he can get. So if you can, if you guys can go ahead and do me a favor, do this guy a favor, and smash that like button. It helps. Helps fight the battle against Hydra, right? Yeah, man. I don't know. Let's see. Oh man, like I said, I can't really see here, man. So things are getting kind of hard to do. I see we've got a few people here today. We've got Russell Wells, Benjamin. Thank you so much for being here. Mads Mama Bear. Good morning. How you doing? Who's Trinity? Oh, Trinity's the guy who normally runs the channel here. Yeah, sorry, he's kind of tied up right now. Not literally, not literally. He's webbed up. Yeah, he was doing some bad stuff. You know what I mean? So I took over the show today, and I figured, maybe I can help this guy get some ratings. Maybe I can help him get some views. Aggressively relaxing says that horrible feeling when you realize you should have started working out 3 months ago to be depressed Thor. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Doing those 12-ounce curls, man. It can be a tough job. It can be a tough job, but it can be a fun job. It can be a fun job, but I can't do it because I've got to fit myself into this spandex. Yeah, that's what I make my suits out of. None of that Stark Tech stuff. I get tired of those nanites and those nanobots. I mean, they really they're really right up on the old web shooter. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, I understand though. Maybe good luck to that next year. Aggressively relaxing. Maybe next year you can go ahead and be depressed or start working now. Start working now at it. You know what I mean? And grow that. Make sure you have that big Viking beard that he has. That's so awesome. It says, "What is this? The MJ of Spider-Man?" With one glove. Oh yeah, sorry. I had to get it. I had to get it. I had to get it put on there, guys. Like, yeah, like I said, the suit gets a little tight around the web shooter, and I had to go drain it before before the show started. So yeah, MJ as in Michael Jackson, not Mary Jane. Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of Mary Jane, though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did I just say that? I don't. I didn't mean what you thought I meant, or did I? I don't know. Let's see who else we got. Terrazon, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here every single day. Now, again, today, guys, it's Halloween, so make sure that you go out there, spend some time with your families, go out and get some good candy. But you know what I like to do? What me and Mary Jane do with Ben? after we take Ben out trick-or-treating, and no, he doesn't dress like Spider-Man, I swear. I swear. That stuff you see going on in the comics right now with J.J. Abrams and his son Henry, that's all a joke. That doesn't really happen. You can see, look, I got both my hands. There's no hooks here. It's all good. But, what we do when we take Ben out trick-or-treating is we get back home and we hand out that candy back to the children. Because you know what? Like, you shouldn't really be eating that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's not bad. We keep some of it. We do. We keep a few, a little bit. But, we kind of recycle and we go and give that stuff back out too. Because, like, the candy's bad. You know what I mean? And, I don't know. You guys shouldn't be eating it. You shouldn't be eating that candy. Unless you're training to be Fat Thor for Halloween next year. Then you can go ahead and do it. Let's see. Talking with Everyday Buds podcast says, top of the morning, Spidey. See, I have a feeling that Talking with Everyday Buds podcasts knows what I mean when I say Little Mary Jane is okay. I mean, that's just judging by his little avatar there with that little green thing there in the background. That's not my Mary Jane. Or is it? Yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you're all having a good day now. I hope you guys got out to your local comic book shop yesterday and got to check out some comic books, some new comic books for the week. I know we got some here on the channel. I know they just got some reviews getting ready to go up. They're getting ready to go up. Like, I know one of them that was recently read here is, this guy that runs the channel, he's going to be reviewing this one very soon, Red Goblin Red Death. Now, I do know that if you guys don't know this guy, the guy that runs the channel here, Trinity, he loves his comic books, and you know what? His local comic book shop loves him, and they lent him this book right here to read to bring you guys a review. So as soon as the review for this drops, you guys should go check it out. And you know what? You should also definitely go check out. There was a review that just dropped yesterday here on the same channel. Yeah, I know, kind of crazy. Here that dropped on the same channel, where he did a review of Marvel Zombies. Yeah, Marvel Zombies. You've probably seen it in the thumbnail here, on the thumbnail for this video. But Marvel Zombies, man, that was a pretty decent book. Now I know, I probably shouldn't say this. but I'm going to go ahead and plug this right now because you know what, Tom Taylor. Do you know Tom Taylor? Tom Taylor is a writer out there. He writes comic books. Yeah, I know. That's what we talk about here on this channel. Tom Taylor has actually been writing the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And you guys know if he's writing my book, writing those more intimate stories about me, he's been doing a phenomenal job over there writing the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And, well, my issue number 12 just came out this week, folks. Yeah, you should go check it out. Or... yeah, was it 12? It might have been 13. I think it was 13. But you guys should go check it out. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Tom Taylor doing a great job over there writing my book. I know, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, this is just a bunch of shameless self-promotion. But I'm not. I'm here promoting Tom Taylor. He's doing such a great job. But Tom Taylor's actually been writing the Deceased series over for DC Comics. I know you're saying that maybe I'm double dipping just the same way that Tom Taylor is by working for Marvel and working for DC. But I got to tell you guys, he's been doing a great job with that DC's Deceased book over there. And you guys should go check it out. And it just came to an end yesterday. Yeah, on New Comic Book Day. Yes, yeah. It came to an end. This is the last book of the DC's Deceased series. Of course, there is a spin-off series that Tom Taylor is writing also called Deceased, A Good Day to Die. And I'm sure that's going to be maybe another little 5-issue miniseries, maybe 6, just like Deceased was. But you should go check it out. But coincidentally, Marvel came out with their own zombies as well, It's not Deceased, but it's Marvel Zombies Resurrection. And we already did a video on that here on this channel yesterday. And you should go check that out. And, surprisingly, it's doing pretty good. A lot of people came and watched, checked out that review. And we're very thankful here on the channel for it. Now, another thing you guys should go do is you guys should go check out the Second Street Marvel. Go follow him on Instagram. And go watch that review, his comic book pull list yesterday. Because I'm giving away a copy of Venom, issue number 19. Yeah, here on this channel. He's going to give it away next week during his comic book pull list video. But the thing is you got to go through and watch. You got to watch yesterday's video. You got to go to Instagram and find out how to get entered into the giveaway for Venom issue number 19. And look at that cover, man. Isn't that just sick? I mean, I know Venom is one of, sure, Venom is all my fault, and I brought the symbiote here to the Earth and everything. But look at that cover! Isn't that just great? I know it's my Mary Jane that's been taken over by by a Venom symbiote. Absolutely beautiful cover. So anyway, guys, yeah, there's going to be a digital copy of this being given away next week. You guys, if you want to find out how to get entered into that, you have to go follow the Second Street Marvel on Instagram, and that's where you'll learn how to get entered into the giveaway for that. And again, it's just a digital download, so I mean, it's no big deal, but it is, kind of, isn't it? I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's see. Kermit the Log, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Let's see who else we got here. Michelle P, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see, we got Michelle, Tara, Matt's Mama Bear, Russell Wells Benjamin, Talking with the Everyday Buds. Let's see, who else? Aggressively Relaxing, Free Halloween Comics. Where? I want some free Halloween comics. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You do know what I'm talking about, Everyday Buds podcast. I knew you would. I knew you would. Yeah. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She likes. Oh, anyway, I'm probably gonna get a content strike if I keep on doing that. So probably shouldn't because I'm not a very good singer. I'm barely a good hero because like I struggle with things, man. Like I got my everyday life, and just obligations, and it gets hard to be a Spider-Man. This superheroing is not easy. But yeah, and guys, you should pay attention here on the channel because again, that awesome local comic book shop here that Trinity goes to. It's called Bases, Cards, and Comics. You should go find them on Instagram and Twitter. Well, they're not on Twitter, but you should go find them on Instagram and Facebook and give them a follow because they also lent him this one right here to do a review of this new Cullen Bunn series on Valiant Comics called Roku. And I gotta tell you guys, like, this book was okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a decent first issue of a new character and everything. Might be worth your time to check out if you're into something like that. I mean, the superhero herself, if you want to call her super, I don't know. She seems kind of hero-ish, but she seems kind of vigilante-ish. She kind of reminds me of one of my friends, Black Widow. Kind of reminds me of that with but she has like Medusa's hair and it can do stuff. Altogether, like I gave this book a read to, and I thought it was okay. It was pretty good. I'm not for sure. Do I want to read issue number 2? I don't know. Cullen Bunn. I might want to pay attention to Cullen Bunn because maybe one day he's going to be writing one of my books. I don't know. Yeah. Everyday Buds podcast says she makes me feel all right. She makes my heart sing. Yeah. And when I'm feeling low, she comes as no surprise. Turns me on with her love and takes me to paradise. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, look at that. That's that color. That's that cover. That's that sick cover of that issue number 6 of DC's Deceased. I was just telling you about. You should go read it, man. It's so great. It's so great. Now, there was something else I wanted to tell you guys about. Something. If you guys watched the comic book pull list on this video here yesterday, where Trinity was talking about. I guess you could say one of my spin-off characters, the Superior Spider-Man. Oh, guys, sad to report that I think he was right. Superior Spider-Man is coming to an end, and that's just a shame, because that's 2 new great series that have come to an end. In case you guys didn't know, Punisher's dead. Punisher died, right? I know, and man. It's so hard because Frank Castle is such a good guy. I mean, he's doing the best he can with the resources he has. And believe me, he has a lot of resources. But recently, Frank Castle died. He trying to stop Baron Zemo and Wilson Fisk. In case you guys don't know, Wilson Fisk is our mayor in New York City right now. And coincidentally, he's actually doing an okay job. But that doesn't mean that I enjoy it, you know what I mean? I still have to, there's still some pushback, but yeah, Frank Castle is dead, man. And unfortunately, Otto Octavius is back. There's no more Elliot Tolliver. Looks like Superior Spider-Man has come to an end after another 12-issue run, which is a shame because I know, just like you guys, I'm sure, I actually like Otto Octavius' Superior Spider-Man. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. It just works. I've been fighting this guy like my whole life. This guy is like one of my biggest foes. He he exposed me. He exposed me for being a supposed fraud, and and getting me found guilty of plagiarism for plagiarizing some of his stuff. And now look at the situation I'm in. Look at the situation I'm in now. I'm stuck in New York. I couldn't go to LA because I'm having to go back to Empire University to regain my credentials. And I didn't want to ask Doc Connors for an extension on getting everything done because Doc Connors has done so much for me. And I just owe him a deep debt of gratitude, man. I just owe him a deep debt of gratitude. And I couldn't ask him for that favor. I couldn't ask him for him to stick his neck back out on the line to get me an extension. So Mary Jane, she went to L.A. She went to L.A. all on her own, and yeah, it's been kind of lonely, guys. I recently had a call with her. Had a call with her, and she was talking about her. She was talking about this movie that she's involved in, and it doesn't make me look too good, guys. This movie that's being shot doesn't make me look too good. But I guess that's just Hollywood nowadays, right? Hollywood just takes our stories and does whatever they want to with them. They take and they just say, oh, hey, we're going to make this bad guy look good at the behest of the good guy. We're going to make the good guy look like the bad guy by making the bad guy look good. Like he's justified in his means and the things that he's done. Unfortunately, Mary Jane thinks that she might get, maybe a producer's or a writer's credit out of this. So she went ahead and played along, but she kind of helped him revise the script a little bit, the director. And, hopefully it turns out to be a good movie. Again, I don't like it, but she says it's for a good reason, and she's really into this project. So she went ahead with it, even though it's disparaging Spider-Man. Me and Mary Jane have gone back a long ways. She's always kind of had my back, and recently she even helped save a whole bunch of people. So until I could get there to help save everybody, there's a whole bunch of villains. There's a stage play going on, and she can't. That's kind of how she got a role in this movie. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Have you guys been paying attention to Mary Jane? You know what she's been doing? Have you paid attention to Elliot Tolliver and what he's been doing in San Francisco to help the people of San Francisco? I know this guy's been one of my foes for a long time, but I really started to feel for him. His whole relationship with Anne Maria, the whole broken relationship that he had with her, and then all of a sudden she comes back and she kind of helps him become a good guy, you know what I mean? She was really on his side. She was rooting for him. I was rooting for them. And then he found another love interest, which was really cool to see. And now all of a sudden he's no more. But one thing that was in that tale of the Superior Spider-Man that I thought was kind of cool was Spiders-Man. Have you guys seen Spiders-Man? Well, Spiders-Man recently helped me, like last year. Spiders-Man helped me in a pretty tough time as we were going through as the Inheritors. The Inheritors had come back and were trying to take over Earth. They were trying to put an end and kill all the spider totems, and me and a few of my friends that were left over, with like Gwen Stacy. Should I have even said that? I'm not sure. Everybody knows who Ghost Spider is. So we all came together. A bunch of us spiders came together to put a stop to Moreland and all the rest of the Inheritors. But one of the things that came out of it was Norman Osborn. Yeah, Norman Osborn. Old Normie. He's always out there just being Norman. It doesn't matter what dimension that you're from. Or Norman Osborn just seems to be a good guy. Unless you come from Gwen Stacy's Earth 65, I guess he wasn't such a bad guy, was he? I don't know. Anyway, Norman Osborn, he came back and during the Spider-Geddon event, but one thing that was kind of cool about it, one of the guys I really kind of like, maybe because he's a different version of me, is Spiders-Man. Have you guys seen Spiders-Man? Spiders-Man is so awesome. Spiders-Man is such a great character. I think you guys should, like, with all these different movies going on out there, one story I think that Hollywood should take and embrace is Spiders-Man. I think that the story of Spiders-Man is one that would make for a great science fiction kind of horror tale. Because what happened was we were going to Empire University and I fell into this vat of spiders. Yeah, they had all these these crazy, they were running these experiments on all these spiders, and I fell in there, and all these spiders, they ate me up. And then they absorbed my essence, and they all think they're Spider-Man. Yeah, they all think they're Spider-Man. And yeah, they all think they're Spider-Man, and like they run around in this universe being me, but they can't be me because it's not me because I'm dead. I know, it's such a great film. I think it would be like a great film to see done, like kind of like, remember that movie? God, what was it? Not Memoirs of an Invisible Man. The other one that was like that with Kevin Bacon. Yeah, the Kevin Bacon that's been in the movies with like everybody. I'm surprised I haven't been in a movie with Kevin Bacon. Have I? Have I been in a movie with Kevin Bacon yet? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if I've been in a movie with Kevin Bacon and just don't know about it. But anyway, it's like that movie Hollow Man. Yeah, it'd be great if they did Spider's Man in the essence that they did Hollow Man, which kind of like a horror, kind of thriller, kind of yeah, Spider's Man. Oh man, Spider's Man would be so great. Sony, Sony, if I can make a phone call, if Tom Holland can make a phone call to have a new movie made about me to rejoin the Marvel Cinematic Universe, can Tom Holland please make a phone call and make Spider's Man happen? Like, I know it's not me, but it's kind of me, and I want to see more me on the screen, and I don't want to see more me on the screen because me's enough, but I'm telling you, Spider's Man, let's see it. This is a great sci-fi flick that's being passed up out there. Ah, anyway, let's see what we got here. Immortal Biggie Shack says, holy guacamole, Batman! Where did Second Street go? Yeah, I think he's probably trick or treating with his kids. He might be trick or treating with his guys. He says, did Conan die? I don't know, man. But I can guarantee, there's one thing I can guarantee. If there's anything I know about Marvel, if Conan dies, you know who's going to become Conan next, right? That's right. You guessed it. Jane Foster. Jane Foster will become Conan if he dies. Which kind of makes me wonder. Is Jane Foster going to become Punisher now that Frank Castle's dead? Are we going to get Jane Foster Punisher? I mean, we already got Jane Foster Valkyrie. We got Jane Foster Thor. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's unworthy Thor, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm wondering if that's who's going to become Conan now. We're going to have Jane Foster Conan. Like it's a sword. Or is that a baseball bat? I don't know. You guys know. Let's see. Immortal Biggie Shack says Superior is good. I gotta agree with you there, Biggie Shack. Superior Spider-Man is so great. Such a great character. I like it. And to tell you the truth, a lot of times I kind of wonder why. Just I don't know, something about Elliot Tolliver, man. He just I get him. Immortal Biggie Shack says Radioactive Spider-Man. He says, I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. You look like Spider-Man. Let himself go. Oh, wait. What? What? What do you mean? Let myself go? Yeah, I know. I've got a couple extra pounds on me, but that's okay because I'm training to be Fat Thor for Halloween next year, just like aggressively relaxing. Yeah, I know. Dang it. Well, you know what, Brian the Observer? I want to see you squeeze your ass into this spandex and see how you look. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. You know what I have to do? I have to starve myself. I have to eat salads. I have to eat salads. I have to maintain a keto lifestyle. Okay, so I'm kind of going keto, paleo, vegan, kind of. I kind of do a little bit of everything. It just kind of depends on the day that it is, It just kind of depends on the day that it is. And, ooh, you worked with Kevin Bacon once? I love bacon. Bacon's great. Yeah, so, anyway, guys, yeah, man, I can't believe, man, it's Halloween, man. I know today's going to be such a busy day. Today's going to be a busy day, just trying to keep the city safe. As since everybody's going around in their costumes, it's going to be kind of hard to distinguish some of these villains between actual villains and just some of these kids who are out there being jackasses, having a good time, trying to steal and scare other kids and steal their candy and stuff. And you know what? That's what your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is here for. I'm here to put a stop to these things. But you know what? That's enough about Halloween. That's enough about these comic books and stuff. Let's talk about something real, guys. Let's talk about something real. You know what's real? You know what's real? Do you? Do you want to know what's real? What's real is this Disney Plus streaming service is getting ready to launch in less than 2 weeks. In less than 2 weeks. And I know we still have a long time before we're going to get that Falcon and Winter Soldier series, but have you heard some of the leaks coming out about that? Now, I'm not sure if you guys follow the Den of Nerds, but the Den of Nerds happens to be one of my favorite channels, and they did a video talking about this just here a handful of days ago. Ooh, Glitter and Duct Tape, what's up? Happy Halloween to you, Glitter and Duct Tape. How you doing? Perp Minded says, "You're, yeah, man, yeah." Oh, I mean, yeah. So anyway, um, yeah, there's Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Now, there's been some leaks going on about that, saying that we're possibly going to get Black Widow in there. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to yourself, Black Widow? She's dead. Well, guys, don't forget she's getting ready to get her own movie next year. Yeah. Going to be the first movie, the first Marvel Cinematic Universe of 2020. And I got to tell you guys, I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to see this movie. I think it's going to be something you're going to enjoy. You guys are going to see Natasha Romanoff going out there and having an absolutely, well, I don't know, would that be a great time? She might consider it a great time because she likes doing that kinds of stuff. But I think you guys are going to enjoy that. And now we are going to get a different Black Widow taken on the mantle. And supposedly, I can't give you, I'm talking from hypotheticals because I know all the truth. Because I live it. But, guys, Black Widow is going to be in this movie, and there's something that they've been talking about on this channel a whole lot that I want to confirm. Okay, I'm going to confirm this for you guys. That this crazy madman Trinity that runs this channel, he's right. He's right. This TV show is something that's going to help build upon everything that's been happening in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And guys, you're going to be getting a Civil War 2 very soon. And this show is exactly it. In case you haven't heard, basically what's going to be happening is John Walker. Yeah, John Walker. That John Walker. Yes. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. John Walker. They're gonna inject him. He's gonna get the super soldier serum. All kinds of crazy things are gonna be happening. Baron Zemo's gonna be out there trying to take over the world and put these microchips on people to get them to be like zombie-like people. But how's he gonna do that? He's in prison, right? He's in prison. They got him. They got him, right? Man, they got him in that Supermax prison, right? Remember? Yeah. You remember. It's not General Ross, but the other Ross. Yeah, the other Ross has him, And so now the thing is John Walker is going to kind of go crazy with this serum and everything. But man, have you guys read the comic book? Have you read the Sam Wilson Captain America comic book? Everything that's coming out of these leaks is pretty much that. And here on this channel, I know Trinity's been talking a lot about leading up to Civil War 2. About the Captain Marvel Civil War 2. The movie that's going to be the next Captain Marvel movie. The movie that I'm going to be in. Yeah, guys. It's happening, guys. And I'm telling you, you guys are going to see it in this TV show. Because supposedly they're talking about this. I'm telling you guys, I already know, but supposedly they're talking about the government isn't going to want Sam Wilson in the role of Captain America. They're going to want John Walker in it. And you know what? Sam Wilson's struggling with the mantle. He's struggling carrying the shield and everything like that. And Steve Rogers, don't think that Steve Rogers isn't going to be in this TV show. Old Man Steve's going to show up. And in case you guys don't know, this is all good stuff, but this is all stuff that leads up to Civil War 2. I know, and I know you guys think I'm crazy. You guys think I'm crazy, but do you guys know what happened in Civil War 2? It kind of all started over this mutant. Yeah. Mutant named Ulysses. Or was he a mutant? No, he wasn't a mutant. But will he be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Or will he remain an Inhuman? What do you guys think? Huh? You think he's going to be an Inhuman? You're going to think they're going to make him a mutant? Or do you think they're going to introduce both of them at the same time? The Inhumans, the mutants, together? Is this going to start Civil War 2? I'm telling you guys, don't be surprised when it does. Let's see what we got here. We got Bungus Fungus says Black Widow is very underwritten in the MCU, not the comics, obviously. I don't know if her character can carry an entire movie. Not trying to be a hater, I'm predicting a low box office numbers. You know what? Bungus Fungus, you could be absolutely right. You could be absolutely right that this movie may not make a whole lot of money. But, I gotta say, You could be right, and I'm not going to doubt that. And I don't think you're trying to be a hater. You're just thinking critically, and I think that's a good thing. Um, Now, the way that she's been written in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I agree with you about her being able to carry a movie. But I will say that I think there's enough interesting things in her background that we've learned about her that's kind of going to kind of drive this story forward. We're going to learn a little bit more of her origins, something we should have done a long time ago. We're going to learn some of that, and that's going to play into exactly where she went to in the in the movies. You know, it's going to lead up to her character arc to where she ended up jumping off that cliff on Vormir and sacrificing her life for the Soul Stone. I think we're going to learn that now. I think she could carry a whole movie on her own, but it's gonna have to be one of those kind of like espionage kind of films, just like Captain America Winter Soldier was, which is actually a good thing because if you think about it, she was actually part of the story of Captain America Winter Soldier, and she was in that. And you know, somebody else that I think she's closely linked to is Bucky Barnes. You know, I'm not sure if you guys have been keeping up with the current series in Marvel Comics, but and just let alone any of their history in general. But Bucky Barnes was kind of there in Russia with the Red Room and everything that was going on with her when she was a kid and growing up. And I think a lot of that's going to play into this story, and that's what's going to be happening in this Falcon and Winter Soldier series. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, we're going to get the Thunderbolts. Yeah, you heard me right. We're gonna. They're building the Thunderbolts in this story. I mean, think about everybody we got here. We got, yeah, we got Thunderbolt Ross there. We got Baron Zemo that's locked up. We've got John Walker that's gonna be coming out. We've got a whole host of villains here that are great villains that are being built up and have been built up. You know, supposedly, you know, they're saying that. Oh man, why am I wanting to say it's Romanowski? Is that what his name was? Romanowski? Yeah, yeah. Bill Romanowski from the Incredible Hulk movie is going to be making a comeback. Yeah, Bill Romanowski, man. I don't know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking like, "Oh, he's crazy. That's the guy that played for that football team." No, no. Oh, Blonsky? Blonsky? You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Blonsky. Okay, Romanowski, Blonsky. It's all the same thing. But apparently, he's supposed to be making a comeback here as well. And you got to think they've got him locked up too. So you got all these super powered human beings that are being locked up and held captive. And I'm not sure if you guys ever read the stories that lead up to Civil War II. There's a great story called Assault on Pleasant Hill. And you know what happened around the same time Assault on Pleasant Hill happened? A whole bunch of stuff that led up to Civil War II. But anyway, and what they did is they had him in this prison, but they had him in this prison. What those playing with their minds, all the bad guys, their minds. They thought they were good guys. They thought they were just average human beings living in a small town, not unlike the Leave It to Beaver world, which is kind of crazy because if you think about it, WandaVision is going to be kind of doing that whole 50s, 60s thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that whole theme thing that they're doing there with that. And then the fact that we're getting all these heroes, and I'm telling you, man, we're gonna have Pleasant Hill here on our hands soon enough. We haven't had Nick Fury here on Earth for quite a while. He's been out in space, fighting some battles up there, probably Battle World, guys. I can't give everything away here. I can't give everything away, but he's been out in space. So basically, what's been happening is Maria Hill has been here on Earth running things and running Shield under the radar because nobody thinks that Shield still exists, but they do. And that's the thing is, they've had to go that underground and they're running stuff, but they got this prison where they're keeping all these bad guys, and they're going to get out, and Maria Hill's going to go on trial. There's going to be the trial of Maria Hill for the things that she has done, and the things that she has done is created this prison. She's created this prison that's keeping all of these villains in check. So that's what's going to be going on here, guys. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but what do you think we're going to be getting out of the Falcon and Winter Soldier series? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. Let's see. And Bungus Fungus says happy Halloween, by the way. Happy Halloween to you, Bungus Fungus. Thank you so much for being here. I don't think I've ever seen you here on the live chats, and believe me, I'm here every day watching Trinity do these live videos too, and I don't think I've ever seen you here, but welcome. Thank you so much for being here and interacting, having a good time. The immortal Biggie Shaq says, when you was a kid, did you think you would be doing stuff like dressing up like superheroes and entertaining people? I didn't. I didn't, but you know what? When I was a teenager, I got bitten by that radioactive spider, and I was reluctant so many times to go ahead and put on the suit and take up crime fighting. And it's so great to see people like Trinity who make their own Spider-Man suits to pay homage to me, and I'm glad that I could inspire people. But no, I didn't ever think that I would be. But I can guarantee you, Trinity, he always knew that one of these days he'd have a Spider-Man suit and he'd be dressing up like a superhero to entertain people, because he's always wanted to be an entertainer. That guy's always wanted to be an actor too, and he's not too bad. That yeah, Trinity, he always wanted to be an actor. There's one thing that he always thought he had going for him, and he can do it too. He can do it. Is he can do the whole teary crying thing. Like, yeah, he can pull it out of nowhere and just start crying. Yeah, he's that good. And he's actually pretty good. He don't show enough of his acting prowess here on his channel or anything like that. Mostly he's talking about people like me, like comic books and things like that, and having a good time. But yeah, he does have hopes and dreams of his own. He does. He does. Immortal Biggie Sack says the football player. He played fullback for the 49ers, I think. What? Romanowski? Yeah, you could be right. Linebacker. No, he's a lineman. He was a lineman. Romanowski, yeah, he played for the Raiders for a little while. I know he played for God, who is it? Them other horse people. Yeah, Denver. Yeah, he played for the Denver Donkeys. Um, yeah, yeah. The Immortal Biggie Shack says, dude, that costume had to be expensive. Um, no, actually, well, I mean, this one that I'm wearing, it was like, you thought that Stark Tech was expensive, but finding all the right spandex that's to keep you warm and can hold up in battles against some of my greatest foes, it was pretty expensive. It was pretty expensive. But Trinity, he's got one too that he made just out of some spandex, and him and his mother got together and they made a suit too. And it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was a little expensive, but it was more time. It was more expensive in time consuming trying to get the suit made. But yeah, yeah. Mortal Biggie Chef says Trinity. That's a boss name. Yeah, it is. You know what? It's also a girl's name. Trinity is a girl's name. You ever seen The Matrix? Oh man, I don't know what his parents were thinking when they named him that. Poor guy. Poor guy. Could be. It could be. It could be about as bad as being named something like a name that's similar to Dick. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about Richard Grayson here. I'm talking about Peter. Peter Parker, right? Guys, I've dealt with it my whole life, man. I'm used to getting all the dick jokes. That's all right. Let's see here. Oh man, I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Nova Mad 1966 says looks like Spider-Man, but sounds like Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, you never know who's under this mask for real, though, do ya? Do ya? I don't know. It might be me. Um, let's see. Mad's Mama Bear says Trinity rocks. Bretta Hines says fucking Trinity. You always make me laugh. Them other horse people. Yeah, them other horse people. There's a bunch of horse people out there. Whether it's Minotaurs or whether it's yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Whether it's the Broncos or whether it's the Stallions or whether it's the Blackhawks. Are the Blackhawks? I don't know. Maybe I should be talking about Blackhawk on my live stream. People might get offensive to that. For some reason, people don't like Blackhawks. Do they? I don't know. Some people like the Rangers. Some people like Blackhawks. I don't know. I met one person that said they like big Blackhawks. I don't know what that meant. Is that a different hockey team, the Big Blackhawks? I don't know. I don't know. They called it BBC. Maybe I shouldn't have went there on this show. Yeah, I don't know. Immortal Biggie Shack says my name is Julius. Julius, man, that's a good name. I like Julius, man. That's a good name. That is a good name. I got a good friend named Julian, and that's when we used to work together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I'm not wearing this costume, I do have I had a life and I had a job too, But yeah, I worked with a guy named Julian, and we called him Julius sometimes. He's a good guy, man. I like that name though. I like that name. Bretta Heinz says like Bretta. Yeah. Okay. Mortal Biggie Shack says, "Oh, F bomb. Oh man." I'm True Skills says Spider-Man has a YouTube channel. Holy shit. Yeah, man. I do. I know. I just cursed again. Oh man. Mortal Biggie Shack says Blackhawks. Blackhawks, yeah. Yeah, the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's see. Bretta Heinz Becker says our parents were high, man. I'm telling you. Right, I know. I know. Nah, man. Have you there's people out there that name their kids some weird shit, man. Like you ever heard I'm not sure if you know, but the lady who portrays Pepper Potts on screen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she actually has a kid named Apple. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah. She has a kid named Apple. Apple? Now what the hell was she smoking? She must have been smoking out of a mad apple if you ask me. Who the hell names her kid Apple? Like, that kid's gonna be made fun of. You know what I mean? And maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe all they gotta do is dye their hair blue in these days because that's all it takes. Because people are harsh out there these days, man. Like, they're gonna make fun of her. Like, that's not even body shaming. They're gonna be name shaming her. Man, Matt's Mama Bear says Snicker. I love Snickers. Oops. Yeah. The Blackhawks, guys. Yeah, the Blackhawks. Yeah. I love Blackhawks. Oh, I'm True Skill says, who's your most annoying villain? Oh, man. My most annoying villain, I'd probably have to say is, my most annoying villain. Probably the Fandom Menace. I'm willing to bet you they're my most annoying villain. The Fandom Menace, yeah. A lot of those guys are full of shit. Yeah. And, but the only thing is like, it doesn't take a superhero to stop them. It just takes people talking sense. Yeah, yeah, yep. So, anyway, yeah, where are we at here? Uh, they, they were, Heinz. Apple. Yeah, Apple, man. That one's crazy. Mortal Biggie Shack says, Bruce Willis kids are Gunner, Nitro, some silly stuff. Yeah, Gunner, man. That is a pretty weird one. And you know what's crazy is, God, Bruce Willis's daughter. God, what was her name? Is that the one that's pretty sure him and Demi Moore's daughter? Like his daughter looks a lot like him, and that's not a bad thing. That's not Bruce Willis is a good looking guy, but I noticed his daughter looks a lot like him. Looks a lot like him. Coffee Brush says she's rich. Apple will be fine. Yeah, you're right. Rich apples. And God, I'm still trying to think of my real biggest foe anyway, man. Who is my biggest foe? Oh man. Who is my most annoying foe for the reals? My most annoying foe. I don't know. I think my most annoying foe is probably Miles Morales. Oh man, that kid's so whiny sometimes. I don't even know how's that kid so whiny. I thought I was bad when I was a kid, but Miles Morales, and that's the thing. He's not even a foe. He's not even a foe. He's actually an ally. But man, he can really be. Man, I thought my problems were bad when I was growing up. Yeah. Anyway, Mortal Biggie Shack says Trinity is going to get you. Trinity is going to get you. Spider-Man, he runs a PG show. Oh, I know, man. I know. I'm sorry, guys. Here I am cursing it up and talking about the Blackhawks. Shame on me, man. I'm True Skill says, I shared your video on Facebook. You should keep this costume on every stream. Yeah, well, this isn't a costume, man. This is like what I do. It's not a costume. I wear this thing every day to go fight crime. But yeah, thank you for sharing the video. I do greatly appreciate that. Let's see, NovaMad1966 says, back to work for me. I will have to catch the replay this afternoon. Happy Halloween, folks. Yes, happy Halloween to you too, NovaMad. I hope you have a good day. And you know what? I've got to get ready to go too, guys, because you know what? There's a lot of crime going on out there in the world, and you never know. You never know, man. There's probably crime happening right now that I'm not paying attention to because I'm here spending time with you awesome folks. Now, if you could do the channel a favor here, because I hear Trinity constantly crying about this, but the forces of Hydra are trying to bury him in the YouTube algorithm. So you should make sure that you share this video with your friends, just like our good friend I'm True Skills here did. Share this video with a friend, but also make sure you give this video a like. Or you can give it a dislike too, give it some dislikes, because this guy don't care about him, man. This guy don't care about the dislikes. He kind of likes them, and make sure you leave him some comments too, giving him a hard time, because he likes that too. He likes the abuse. I bet you Trinity probably celebrates International Women's Day with his wife just like Wade Wilson does, I'm willing to bet. Oh, man. He's going to hate me for saying that. I probably shouldn't have said that. But, guys, you know what? Like, seriously, I've got to, I don't have to go. No, I don't have to go. But you know what I do have to do? I've got to take a drink. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, this guy, what's he doing? He drinks out of his own cups even? Yeah, that's right. Merchandising. Oh, guys, I'm trying. Oh, yeah, it makes it a little easier to breathe. Makes it a little easier here. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you want. I know what you're wanting right now. You want me to go, just like Mary Jane did. You want me to give you one, huh? I gave you guys a kiss just like I do Mary Jane all the time. Yeah, anyway. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Coffee Breath says he's low key calling you ugly. Oh man, who is? Who's calling me ugly? What? Nobody calls me ugly. I'm damn good looking. I mean, look at this. Who wouldn't love this webbed face? Okay. Let's see. Mads Mama Bear says, I'm a Leafs fan, but that team is good too. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Team Blackhawks, yeah. That's great. You know, I gotta be honest with you. Me, myself, I was always a Montreal Canadiens fan. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking a kid from Queens shouldn't be liking the Montreal Canadiens. I should like the Rangers or the Oilers or something, right? Well, I don't. I always like the Montreal Canadiens. Um, let's see. Immortal Biggie Shack says, awesome show, Spidey. Thank you so much, Immortal Biggie Shack. I appreciate that. I'm True Skills says, what's going on Absolute Carnage? You know, honestly, I don't know. I'm not too for sure right now. I'm actually, because I'm getting ready to jump into the future with Spider-Man 2099. I haven't really been paying attention to Absolute Carnage, but from what I heard, Donny Cates is one hell of a writer, and he's been doing a good job writing that series, which is crazy because, man, I would know more about it because, you know what I do? What I do to keep up on my comic books is I sneak here into Trinity's house and read his comic books, and he hasn't been reading Absolute Carnage because the last event that they did, Marvel Comics did, was called War of the Realms, and he was pretty much done with that. He didn't like the event itself was okay, but there's so many tie-ins and everything was done so willy-nilly that he said that he's not keeping up with any of these big Marvel events until they can get it right. And of course he jumps off board right as they start doing things right. I know, right? That's what I said. I tried to tell him, like, dude, you need to read Absolute Carnage. He's like, nah, man, I'm not giving in to that. That's exactly what he said. And I'm like, dang, man. Like, cause I've heard it's really good. And Donny Cates is a good writer. Superpower Review says, Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you, sir. Britta Hines says, self-promotion, baby. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I did it all for the subscribers. Yeah. Let's see. Superpower Review says nice suit. I know. You know, I don't like it as much as my nanobot suit. You know, the nanite one. But you know that thing. I get tired of wearing that thing all the time. You know what I mean? Tony Stark could have put. And you know, God rest his soul. Wink, wink. You can't see me winking, but I'm winking because he's not really dead. He's not really dead. Um, he's not really dead because what happened was actually you think that Tony Stark really went out there and created a time machine and didn't put a test run to it. He was testing it, okay? He was testing it, and what he did was he went and he got an alternate version of himself, and he set himself in the present time, so he didn't actually really die. When he performed that snap, that wasn't the actual Tony Stark. Tony Stark is still alive. I know it sounds crazy. You're probably thinking, oh man, this Spider-Man is smoking something, like Mary Jane. But anyway, I'm telling you, Tony Stark's not dead. He'll be back. He's not really dead. That's why I'm telling you that Civil War 2 is going to be happening. Captain Marvel Civil War 2. I know it sounds crazy, guys. I know it sounds crazy. But it's just like everything else that's been sounding crazy. If you've been paying attention to Trinity here on this channel, you know that he's been talking about some of this stuff. Remember yeah, here, I don't know, a little over a month ago, he did this video on the Trailer Park Live where he was saying that soon Victoria Alonso is going to be taking over Marvel Studios, right? He's the Victoria Alonso is going to be heading up Marvel Studios as Kevin Feige takes on more stuff, so he can eventually get a big job promotion. Well, the thing is we can see that a lot of that's probably coming to fruition. He's built the Marvel Cinematic Universe over the past 10 years, and so basically, what he's going to do is he's going to step back because the word is he's going to be taking a bigger production role over there for Star Wars. In the Star Wars universe, and he's going to be pretty much overseeing that project to kind of help right the ship over there. Now, a lot of people are saying that they need to take the Star Wars franchise and completely turn it around. Now, it's not about turning it around, guys. They don't need to turn it around. Like, they just need to change the trajectory a little. Like, they're going this way. They just need to take an turn the trajectory just back a little bit. They don't have to turn it around. You don't have to turn it around. It's not about turning it around, but they're bringing Kevin Feige in to do that. So what he's going to do is he's going to step back because he's got Victoria Alonso there, and he's going to rely on her. He's going to rely on Victoria Alonso to have the larger oversight of the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward as he begins to rebuild Star Wars. And I know you guys probably think this is absolutely crazy, but it's true. It's true. I can guarantee you. Victoria Alonso will be the one in charge at Marvel Studios calling the shots and making the movies. While it will still ultimately be Kevin Feige, he's going to have her there. He's been grooming her for this role for a long time. The same way he's kind of been groomed to take on larger roles and probably eventually step into somebody else's shoes once he shows that he is. I mean, he's already one of the greatest, if not the greatest producer of our times, and he's built this thing up, and he's going to do the same thing for Star Wars. And in case you guys don't know how a leadership works, a leadership structure, leaders always have people underneath them that they take and they build up and they groom and they train to do things the same way that they would. They have expectations, and they make people live up to them, and that's something that he's been doing with Victoria Alonso, and she's going to be taking it over into the future, guys. I'm telling you. You think I'm wrong, but it's not. And everything that's going on right now with Disney and Star Wars and Kevin Feige getting ready to take over for them only proves Trinity's point that much more. That this is coming, guys. I know a lot of people probably think that he's crazy. They probably do. But he's not. He's not crazy. It's happening. It's happening, guys. Let's see. He says, Mortal Biggie Shaq says, way to tough it out under that mask. That's true commitment. Yeah, man, it's hard sometimes, man. It's hard sometimes out there fighting crime under this thing, but yeah, it is. It's a commitment, man. Mortal Biggie Shaq says Iron Man 2020 looks silly. It's a '90s concept. I don't know what that is. Is that a new series getting ready to come out? I don't know. I haven't seen that. Or is Iron Man running for president? That would be kind of cool. I mean, Tony Stark for president. It's bad. We already got Tony Stark in the presidency right now, I think. Like, same kind of thing, really. I mean, if you think about it, Tony Stark's not a real hero. He's not a real hero. That's what's so been bad about my portrayal in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, who really looks up to Tony Stark as somebody to look up to? I don't know. If there's one thing I can say about Tony Stark, it's that he's not going to be picking up Thor's hammer anytime soon. Let's see. Immortal Biggie Shaq says, I'd like to see the green armor Spidey. Oh, yeah, I destroyed it though. I mean, I've still got a version of it left, but man, it's been pretty battle damaged. We'll have to see. I'm True Skill says, how was it when Doc Ock had control of your body? You know what? I gotta tell you, it was an out of body experience. See what I did there? Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And what's the worst thing is everything that he did. And then he went and created this clone body and became Elliot Tolliver. And then I'm back, right? Then I'm back. And then somebody goes and looks at one of my papers that I turned in during my time at Empire University. And they found me guilty of plagiarism. So everything that I've done, I've had to go back and redo. I had to go back, to regain my credibility. So Doc Ock, I mean, it was really crazy. But you know what? He's just trying to do the right thing, man. Doc Ock, he's had a tough life. I'm not saying you got to feel sorry for him. I'm not saying that he's a good guy, but he's been struggling, man, and he's been struggling over there in San Francisco, and he's been doing an okay job. He's been doing an okay job. I don't want to talk down on the work that he's been doing it. Let's see. Checkpoint says the symbiote lived around your junk. Man, that's not all the symbiote did to my junk. Let me tell you, Mary Jane was jealous there for a little while. But I'll tell you, Felicia Hardy sure loved it. Okay, the Immortal Biggie Shack says Star Wars needs to pay homage to the original stuff. Now, I'll tell you, I think they do. I think they do, at least to finish out this saga. They need to pay homage to that because, I mean, if they're going to end it, they've got to pay homage to it. And now the thing that I like that they've done here is what they've got to do is they've got to find a way to continue it forward. So I think they did that. They did that proper. They did that good. They're continuing to carry the Star Wars franchise further into the future, but they didn't future proof it. I mean, because what they did is they didn't pay homage in the first place while they were trying to set up the future, and I think that's part of the problems that Disney has had with the Star Wars franchise is not paying homage to its history, to the original trilogy, to even the prequel trilogy and this sequel trilogy. I mean, they should have paid a little bit more homage to it. And some people would say that it's too late at this point, but I don't think that it's too late. And I think there's a lot of people, a lot of fans out there that want to see them do right in Episode 9. I know you guys see a lot of the people out there in the fandom menace, who have talked bad about the sequel trilogy and everything. But honestly, guys, a lot of them people are misunderstood. A lot of people don't like a lot of the people in the fandom menace because they're kind of polarized in their opinions. But the thing is, guys, is a lot of the people in the fandom mentis. Did I say mentis? Mantis? Phantom Menace, they want the same thing that everybody else does. Is they want Star Wars to do good. They want good things for Star Wars too. They want to see it improve, just like some of the people out there who live under this imaginary thing that nothing is wrong in the Star Wars universe and want it to continue being good. They want the same thing, and that's the thing that everybody seems to forget during this battle is that ultimately everybody wants the same thing. We all want to see Star Wars do good and continue forward in the future. And sure, I mean Disney's kind of mucked that up a little bit, but they can save it. Is J.J. Abrams going to save it? I don't think J.J. Abrams can save it. But I think he can do a little bit to salvage what they've done. And then Kevin Feige's going to step in. And I think Kevin Feige can do everything to help salvage it and bring a lot of those people back. And I believe that's what they're going to do. I could totally be wrong here, but I think we all want the same thing here. And if you can't see, they're already putting building blocks in place. They got Jon Favreau, who has been kind of show running the Mandalorian series. It's going to be coming out very soon, and I can't wait to see that. They've got him there. You've got Jon Favreau there, right? You've got Kevin Feige. These are the two guys who made this Marvel Cinematic Universe. They launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If there's anybody that can help salvage things with Disney and Star Wars, it's these two guys. And I know a lot of people would like to see Dave Filoni come in and play a part with that too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, but we definitely got to get some good creatives on there. They've got to get some good creatives on there to help carry it forward. And I think they're making the right steps. They're taking the right steps. Bretta Hines says, "Oh, you should do cake decorating like this, Trinity." Yeah, but then the icing gets all up in my spandex, and then yeah, it gets messy to clean. It gets messy to clean. Immortal Biggie Shack says, "Grooming like casting couch." Well, that's funny. Coffee Breath says, "Favreau seems like he gets Star Wars." I think he does, because I think him and Feige and some of these people on there, they are really nerds of this franchise and just some of these different things. I think a lot of people who like Star Wars like comic books and things like that just as well. I mean, it's kind of the whole thing. Nerds are nerds. We're all, us nerds, we stick together and we're nerdy about nerdy stuff. So I think these guys are people who can salvage what Disney has, some of the wrong things that Disney has done with Star Wars and salvage it and take it going forward. But yeah, I think he does get Star Wars. I think Feige gets Star Wars. But whether Feige gets Star Wars or not, he's a great producer. And I think he would, even if he wasn't nerdy about Star Wars, he would know the people to get and bring on board to help salvage Star Wars. And that's the thing, is you can rebuild. You can rebuild. That's the thing, is they've turned away some fans, but I think that can all be salvaged because, like I said, everybody out there, I don't think there's a person out there that loves Star Wars, whether it's the sequel trilogy, prequel trilogy, or original trilogy. There's not a person out there that don't want to see Star Wars be salvaged and continue to put out good content. I think everybody out there wants that. Everybody out there wants that. So that's the ultimate thing, and that's what's lost sight in this whole kind of like how would you say culture war or fan war out there about Star Wars is that's something that's lost. Is everybody wants to see Star Wars do good. Everybody wants to see them improve. Even people who think there's nothing wrong and are blind to the fact that there are problems with Disney Star Wars, even those people want to see things improve with Star Wars. So like I said, this whole fan war thing, it's absolutely ridiculous. Everybody wants to see Star Wars do good. You know what I mean? And that starts with compromise. We all got to give a little bit. Now, fans who are turned away right now, they've given enough. They've given enough, and they've got to reel it back in. Disney's got to reel it back in, because those fans who have been done this disservice, they still want it to succeed, right? They still do. They still do. They've got to. They're still on board. These people, if they didn't want Star Wars to succeed, they wouldn't be talking about it. They wouldn't be talking about it. You know, all the fandom ministers out there, everybody thinks that everybody's a hater. These fandom ministers wouldn't be talking about it if they didn't want it to improve. And that's the thing, is they want it to improve for the better. You know what I mean? And anybody out there who thinks there's not anything wrong with current Star Wars is just blind. They're just being blind to the fact that there is a problem. I think even Disney has acknowledged that fact, and that's why they are doing what they are doing to help right the ship. And I think they're taking the necessary steps to do it, and I think they're doing the right thing, guys. Just give it some time. The Rise of Skywalker may not be that movie, and I'll almost guarantee you it's probably not that movie to help people change their minds. But it's going to be a step in the right direction. It's going to be a step in the right direction. I can guarantee you guys. I know some people out there are going to boycott it. Some people don't want to see it, and that's fine. That's okay, because eventually you can watch it, through Netflix or anything like that, or the Disney Plus streaming service. But at some point, or through Redbox, whatever cheap way you have to, or maybe a friend buys it. But a lot of these people are going to end up watching it, and that's okay. If you don't want to see it, that's okay. It's okay if you're going to boycott it. That's okay, because that only sends a message to Disney that they need to do something to improve. But guys, I think they already got the message, and I think it's on the way. Like I said, I don't think Rise of Skywalker is going to do it, but it's going to be a step in the right direction. It's going to be a step in the right direction. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Michelle P says, have a happy Halloween, everybody. Coffee Breath says, and you have a happy Halloween too, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you for wishing us. Michelle, you're so awesome. Coffee Breath says, Phantom Mentos, the fresh maker. I like that. That's funny. Immortal Biggie Shack says, Trinity went to Disney Star Wars. Yeah, man, he likes Star Wars. He does. He really does. Now, Trinity's more of a normie when it comes to Star Wars, and he'll admit that. Like, he likes the movies. He's not really into the full Star Wars lore, like the books and the EU and everything. If you want something like that, you gotta go check out, Lord Callus. Lord Callus is a master of the EU, as well as Ryan Kinnell at RK's Outpost. These two dudes, they know what they're talking about when it comes... Oh, no. Am I supposed to be doing that? Does that make me a bad person, a white nationalist or something? I heard a lot about this. This is not okay. What I'm trying to say is those guys are okay, and you should go check out their channels. That's RK Outpost and Lord Callus. Those guys are super legit guys that know their Star Wars and know their DCEU and all that extended lore. These guys are the guys you need to go to. Trinity, he don't know shit about Star Wars, to tell you the truth. Like, he knows what a gun is. Let's see. Immortal Biggie Shack says, why don't Michael Bay have anything out? Because Michael Bay's kind of a lame. Ever since that whole... God, what was that trash that he did? That Transformers thing, man? Oh, he crashed that one. Michael Bay, man. Yeah, I don't know. He needs to come up with a new parlor trick. That's why. Discovery Bay Comics, what's up? How you doing this morning? Immortal Biggie Shack says, Disco Bay, is it your birthday? Is it your birthday, Discovery Bay? Hey, if it's your birthday, Discovery Bay, happy birthday. Now, is this the birthday of your channel, or is this the birthday of, the person who runs your channel over there? Is this your birthday? If it is, happy birthday. I'm True Skill says, you got any advice for building a comic book channel? You know what? Honestly, for any channel, here's what I would say. Here's what I would say for any channel if you're trying to whether you're trying to build a comic channel or just any channel in general. Oh man, where'd my mouse go again? I can't really see too good through this mask, guys. Like I said, I'm still kind of working out some of the technology in it. Um, but I would say if you want to build a comic channel, for one, get in with a lot of the comic book creators. A lot of them are really great and really supportive. But also, when you're talking about your comic books and you're wanting to criticize them or do reviews of them, just be honest. Just be honest. You don't have to be mean. If you don't like something, just be honest in your feelings. Be true. Be genuine. Be yourself. Be critical. That's okay. But you don't have to be an asshole about things. That's the thing. Too many people out there, when they tear something down, they have to be an asshole about it. You don't have to be an asshole about it. But that's not saying that you can't be critical. But I would say get out there. Do your best to create content that adds value to others, that adds value to people's experience. But also, if you're building a comic channel, like, what are you wanting to do? Like, I know here on this channel, Trinity's trying to get people into reading comic books, to get them into their local comic book shop. So when he reads something bad, he don't like to be mean about it, but he is critical. And he will share those. But honestly, honesty and being yourself is probably the best thing that you could do. Probably the best thing that you could do. And like I said, get out there and interact with others. Interact with others out there in the comic book community, and I can guarantee you they'll support you. They've supported this channel here and many other channels, and they're really awesome. And you should look to people like Discovery Bay Comics, Immortal Biggie Shack, Perry Comics, Rod the Rican, Comic Jabroni, Dylan's Comic Book Rants, who is a new channel, but he's doing the same thing. He's starting out. Dylan's Comic Book Rants is a channel. He's just starting out too. And the thing is you're not gonna be good when you start, but you just start. You just start making videos. You ask your viewers for things you can do to improve, and ask them what they want. Ask the people what they want, and and you tie that into what you want, and you just grow it from there. You just grow it from there. Discovery Bay says yesterday the immortal. Oh, yesterday was your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Discovery Bay Comics. You should. Immortal Biggie Shack says you should do a blood sacrifice skills. Immortal Biggie Shack says two. Oh man, what'd I do? I skipped there. Tupac's baby. Tupac Bay's birthday. Nice. Oh, Tupac Bay's birthday. Okay, nice. Okay. Matt's Mama Bear says nerds stick together. Go to a comic book store and ask loudly, "Who's the best superhero?" Right. Yeah, that's gonna start a fight. I'm True Skills. Be yourself and only do it for fun. Very much so, Discovery Bay Comics. Very much. Be yourself. Have fun. And be honest. Be honest with people. That's honesty is the best policy. Let's see. Immortal Biggie Shack says, just say sick 100 times and do a video. You will be great, Skills. That's funny. Say sick. It works. I just started a couple months ago doing Marvel content. All right. Well, if there's anybody here that can, or I'm True Skills yourself, feel free, please do me a favor. Go and drop your link here in the chat. And everybody go check out I Am True Skills. We'll go check out your channel and see what you got, and give some feedback. And certainly give feedback to him. Let him know what he can do to improve, what he's doing good, what you like, what you don't like. Always be honest, people. Always be honest. Discovery Bay says, "Hey, Biggie Shack, let's go live together today." That would be awesome, man. That would be awesome. I need to find more channels here to go live and have some comic book friends with. I probably just gave away my secret identity. Anyway, Discovery Bay says check out David at Beyond the Blast Doors for some great Star Wars content. Okay, I'll do that. Beyond the Blast Doors. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Immortal Biggie Shack says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was last I saw from Michael Bay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Gotta go. Be easy, guys. All right, you have a good one too, Biggie Shack. And I've got to go too, guys. You all have a very good day. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel today. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed and click that little bell so you get notifications anytime they've uploaded new content. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Because, liking this video, subscribing, and all that stuff, it helps us fight the forces of Hydra who are constantly trying to bury this channel in the YouTube algorithm. So help us in the fight against Hydra. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.